to nearly $50 million. And what is he doing? He's buying $130 million in gold because he knows what's happening. We had Max Kaiser on today's show basically saying the same thing. Get into gold and get into silver. And if you're looking for somebody, you can always check out Midas Resources, who helps put the Alex Jones Show on the air as one of our main broadcaster, actually. And they have great deals on gold and silver, so you can check them out. Moving on to another clarification by the government. Social Security Administration explains plan to buy 174,000 hollow point bullets. And this is out of CNS News. And here's their quote. Our special agents need to be armed and trained appropriately. They released a blog basically stating this. They not only investigate allegations of Social Security fraud, but they also called to respond to threats against Social Security offices, employees, and customers. The blog links to another post about a fight that broke out near the SSA office in Massachusetts that required action by law enforcement officials. So if there's a fight outside near any government building, then we have to order over 150,000 rounds of ammunition for the different offices that it serves. Does that make sense? Well, they say it's for target practice and training as well, but I guess that's why you need hollow points, to be sure you blow a big hole in that target. And our final story today, U.S. troops to get new headgear for Homeland Security operations. Oh, Army to develop new helmets to protect against small arms ammunition. The U.S. Army is planning to develop new protective headgear for soldiers that will shield them from basic ballistic munitions, small arms ammunition, and blunt trauma as part of missions that will include, you ready for it, Homeland Security operations. That means the Army on your soil, and that means they're going to be coming to take your guns, just like what we've been telling you for a long time. Very scary. So let's hopefully this information will reach the troops. We can educate them that we're not the enemy. It's the people that have taken over the government. It's not even the government itself that is evil. It's the people inside it that have used those levers, those forms of basically bureaucracy to take over. And now that we've figured out what's going on, they know that the American people are waking up. So they're gearing up for that clash, and that means troops on the street. And we showed you the picture before that was painted on a building in Detroit. Where's our 20,000 troops to protect us? People are already calling for it. So it's going to happen. It's already happened before, and it will happen again. All it takes is that one crisis that the Obama administration's called out for, that Oklahoma City type event that will allow him to come and be part of the people. But as we say, here's the quote of the day, and this is from the immortal Patrick Henry. I don't even have to look at the paper. It's give me liberty or give me death. Patrick Henry, and that's our quote of the day. We're going to be back after this with a marathon interview from Darren McBreen. He's going to interview Mike Adams via Skype. Alex was unable to do the show today. He had some other requirements, but he promised me that next week he will be doing the show at least 3 times. So, leads me to one thing. If you're not a member, join us on PrisonPlanet.tv. You can become a member. We got a 15-day free trial, and you can test out the site. You can watch Alex's movies for free, and one passcode gives you actually 6, so you can share it with your friends and family. And, or, maybe buy, if you have a membership, why don't you get one for someone else? Send them a card. We have that program available as well. So PrisonPlanet.tv, you get to watch the nightly news. We are now restreaming it all night once again, so you can catch it. Even if you don't catch it at 7 o'clock, you can catch it later. That's our show for today. We'll see you next week. God bless.
Alex Jones here with a message that could revolutionize health in this country. Going back about 1.5 years ago, I began to learn about the incredible health effects of longevity products. Aaron Dykes lost 92 pounds. We're going to show you some before and afters. Aaron, break down what happened, your story.
I've worked really hard with diet and exercise to try to lose weight, but I just didn't get the results. It just didn't happen. Then I saw what you were doing with InfoWarsTeam.com. I wasn't even trying to lose weight, but I got it because I wanted to feel better energy. I wanted that nutrition. Didn't even understand how that could kickstart my own weight loss goals. But the products did that for me. I found myself suddenly losing weight, more energetic, wanting to exercise, wanting to eat the right foods.
And they don't even advertise it as weight loss. I want to challenge our radio listeners to go to InfoWarsTeam.com. Sign up as a distributor and get wholesale pricing discounts at InfoWarsTeam.com. I really enjoy it when the globalists try to poison us, and, well, we resist them via a free market system. Hello, my fellow Info Warriors. Alex Jones here, introducing you to the ProPure family of gravity-fed filters. Now, you know that the globalists are filling our water with radioactive isotopes, fluoride, lead, mercury, arsenic. And one of the few systems that can efficiently and economically remove or reduce down to non-detectable levels these poisons are gravity-fed filters. And ProPure is the top of the line. Their filters are impregnated with silver, a natural antibiotic. On top of that, they're bigger, so they filter faster. You don't have to prime these the first time you use them. It's amazing. Go to InfoWars.com and click on the shopping cart link to see the entire family of these babies. Now, the fluoride they add to our water is so tiny that most filters can't cut it out. But ProPure has their system that will, again, reduce it to non-detectable levels, almost get all of it out of there. That's also available. And if you look at the different systems they offer, the ProPure Big Brush Finish is on a stand, so it's easier on a table or at your restaurant or wherever you have it to go up with a glass or a mug and fill it up. Then there's this big baby right here, the ProPure King large version. Got a lot of different options that come with it. Also, they have the ProPure Big, probably one of the best values out there. And of course, it's burnished stainless steel. And then what I use on my RV, something that's great for your hunting cabin or the back porch, is the ProPure Traveler. Small and portable, but packs a huge punch, cleans out all that garbage. They also have a glass sight spigot, so you don't have to take the top off and look in the bottom area to see how much water. You can see how fast it's filtering with this optional system. The globalists obviously are hitting us through our water. It's time to take control of our lives. It's time to not give our children and families these poisons, and these systems cut it down to non-detectable levels across the board. ProPure is the name. I only promote what I believe in. And I use ProPure in my home and my office. And I recommend that you check out the information on ProPure at InfoWars.com. We already have the lowest price at InfoWars.com on the ProPure gravity filter system. But when you add in the 10% off when InfoWarriors use the product code WATER at InfoWars.com, nobody can top it. So again, it's a win-win-win. Stop drinking the poison water. Checkmate the globalists when it comes to your health, and support InfoWars.com and the work we're doing here. You know, many revolutionaries rob banks and things and kidnap people for funds. We promote in the free market the products we use that are about preparedness. That's how we fund this revolution against the New World Order in our move to restore our constitutional republic and a spirit of 1776 worldwide. Check it out at InfoWars.com. ProPure, top of the line, #1, most powerful and effective and economical gravity-fed water system in the world. ProPure, available, discounted at InfoWars.com. Don't forget product code WATER to save 10%. It's the latest generation, years in development. ProPure is the name.
Well, I'm sure most of you have heard by now about the man in Oregon who is currently serving 30 days in jail for collecting rainwater on his own property. His name is Gary Harrington, and the court found him guilty for what state water managers are describing as 3 illegal reservoirs on his property. God only knows why anyone would think collecting rainwater a criminal activity, but But that's exactly what happened in the state of Oregon. And with us right now to help us break this all down is none other than the Health Ranger, Mike Adams. And Mike, if there was ever a perfect example of government insanity, I mean, this has got to be it. I mean, now it's illegal to collect rainwater. What's going on out there in Oregon?
Well, our country's being taken over by communists, basically, is what's going on. You wouldn't believe the reaction to this online. There are people defending the arrest and the jailing of this man, Gary Harrington, simply because he was practicing permaculture and collecting rainwater, which is a sustainable green practice. It's done throughout the country to help restore the life of an area, brings more animals in, it helps trees grow and everything. But in Oregon, you are a criminal if you dare collect the water that falls on your own property. That's what this is all about, Darren. It's total runaway government, total control over your life. Pretty soon they'll probably tell you you can't have sunlight on your own land. You can't breathe air without paying a tax. I mean, it's already almost that way with the carbon taxes. It's total insanity, Darren, and it's getting worse.
Well, yeah, it's scary stuff indeed, and it did manage to get a little bit of mainstream media attention, not nearly as much as it deserves. But we have a clip set up right now, and this is Gary Harrington and his attorney last week on Fox and Friends. Let's check it out.
An Oregon man was sentenced to 30 days in jail for collecting rainwater on his personal property.
That's the government's water, and he broke the law. So, Gary, the state of Oregon says you are a water thief, right?
Isn't that terrible? Boy, we've had these ponds for 37 years.
So, Gary, are you going to report to jail?
Oh, if I have to, yes. And I'll pay the fine. But, boy, I am just going to fight like crazy to keep the water in the ponds.
And, of course, he is indeed spending 30 days in jail as we speak. And so let me get this straight. Rainwater fell on his land, on his property. But now the government's saying that it's the government's rainwater, and he's in jail for stealing from the government. I'm just trying to make sense of all this, Mike, but I guess it won't ever make sense, will it?
Well, the government uses a lot of word games like they always do.